Hey everyone, John with Thrifted Flip here, and I am excited today, excited to share with you guys the top 10 items that I am looking out for when I'm out thrifting at garage sales, thrift stores, or estate sales. These are the top 10 that have been making me a good income over the past 9 months. And I wanted to share it with you so that way you could be on the lookout for these items. You could find them and you could flip them and you could put some good coin in your pocket. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So this just sold for $300. Yes, a vacuum cleaner sold for $300. And I just want to say, ha, ha, ha. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? It sold for $300.
At least there's no more vacuum here.
Oh my gosh. So she's just excited there's no more vacuum here. Because do you love vacuums?
I do not love vacuums.
Does not love the vacuums. But do you like that you got $300 for that vacuum?
Yes, I very much like that.
Yes, that's a fantastic sale. So this is one of the items that we always say, well, we don't say, I say, you know what? I say, go get the vacuums and sell them. This was $10 turned into $300. You got to find these vacuums and sell them. Now, it's a pain to box up. So we're going to box it up in this big old U-Haul box here is what we're going to end up putting it in. But yes, I just wanted to share that this vacuum sold for $300 and you got to be happy. Well,
I'm very happy.
At least you're happy that it's gone, right?
Yes.
So that's what is one of the items that sold for today. But I want to also show you some other items that you should be on the lookout for, or BOLO, so that you can find and flip for a big profit.
So as you can see, vacuums are huge. Whether it's a rainbow vacuum, whether it's a Dyson, maybe it's a Kirby, maybe it's a Hyla, anything that's really a canister vacuum, pick it up, look it up, because there's chances that it's going to make you some good coin. Now, I know it's a pain to ship and it's quite a bit of a pain to clean because you got to clean it up really good. There's usually hair on the brush and everything got to take off, and you want it to look, great because you're going to be selling this thing for big bucks. You can usually find those out there, usually from $10 to $20 is what you're going to be paying for these canister vacuums. But when you sell them, you can make upwards of $300 on these vacuums. So turning 10 to 20 bucks into $300, that is a huge BOLO. So be on the lookout for those vacuums. Now the next one on my list, number 2 we'll call it, they're not in any order, we're just gonna go through it all. But the second thing that I really look out for are CD changers. And there's some really great brand names out there. You're gonna see some like Denon, Sony, Kenwood. Those are just a few just to name, but they're the 5-disc carousel or even a 6-disc carousel. And there's also some out there that have a cartridge, like Pioneers. They'll have a cartridge that goes into it. And when you're picking those up, if you can test them out in the store, obviously you're going to want to test anything possible because some of these stores, well, they don't take returns. So you got to make sure that it's working and functioning correctly because otherwise you're going to have a paperweight at the end of the day. I usually pay anywhere between I found it as cheap as $5 to $15. I typically won't spend more than $15 unless I know it's a great seller. So look for those CD changers because they typically will sell anywhere from $40 up to $150. So you can make some really good coin with CD changers as well. Now the number 3 item that I look out for are Xbox Guitar Heroes. So they're all over the place. I find them everywhere. And it's funny because they can be anywhere between $5 to, I've had them up to $15, but that's rare. They're usually in the $5 to $10 range. But when you pick those up and you can bring it home, you can actually test it out onto your computer. If it's the wired kind with a USB cord, you can just actually plug that into your computer to test it to see if it works. So you won't even need an Xbox to test it out a lot of the time. But you can flip those. I've been flipping those for $60 to $90, just depending, right, on the condition, how rare it is, et cetera, et cetera. But boy, I'm telling you, turning $5 into $60, you know what? Give myself a high five for those because an Xbox Guitar Hero guitars, the 360 model, those are fantastic. If you find an Xbox One, hey, great. But 360s are all over the place. Love to see those. Now, the number 4, you probably know this about me, but air purifiers. Air purifiers have been gold for me. And there's all different brands out there. I actually just picked up a giant one. It's probably 2.5 feet tall by 1 to 1.5 feet wide. It's a monster, and it's made by Amway. I picked that one up. I think it was about $12.49 is what it was. And that one I got listed currently for $175. But there's other ones out there. The real hot brands to look out for would be like Honeywell. The Sharper Image has an ionic breeze, and that one sells super fast. And it's the tubular kind. It's usually pretty tall. It comes in different sizes. It could be about a foot to 2 feet tall. But those are pure money. And usually I find those for just under $10. Some of the bigger ones could go up to $15, but I usually don't pay more than that. So look out for Honeywell, Sharper Image. Those are a couple great brands that are out there all over the place. Just make sure it has the filter inside them, and make sure that they work before you purchase them. And you know what? Turning, let's say, $15 into on an average would probably be about $60, and they go up to, well, a couple $100. So air purifiers, I'd say, is a strong number 4. Number 5 that's hot right now are inline skates. Now, rollerblades, most people know about rollerblades, and if you're finding them out there, make sure they're in good condition. They usually are anywhere between, I found, from $5 to $15. On a recent one episode that I did, I found 2 pairs, and they were $20 a piece, and they were Insta sales. They flipped for $70 and $75 instantly. It only took like 2 days to sell both pairs, so be on the lookout for those, especially right now since the weather is warming up. People are starting to be a little bit more active out there. So inline roller skates. Now, if you can find the ones that have carbon on them, they'll actually say carbon on probably the heel, or they might just say it on the side of it, but they're the carbon skates. Those ones are super nice, super expensive. And if you find them in weird shapes, maybe 3 large wheels to them or something like that, don't be afraid of those. Pick those up, comp them out, because those are typically the good ones. And some of them even have like slanted wheels. So they're not straight up and down, but they're slanted. Those ones could be some great money makers as well. So check out those inline skates. At number 6, this one is a super fast seller. And you can usually make some pretty good money. They're easy to list and easy to ship. And I'm talking about ink cartridges. Everybody needs ink for their printers, and there's ink in abundance out there. Now, sometimes they have the really common ones out there that don't sell for a lot of money. They sell for maybe $8 to $10, and they usually want like $2 for them. I don't really go for those ones, but the ones that sell for like $25 or more, those are the ones that I'm looking to pick up. I will pay anywhere from, there's usually giant cartridges out there that I might pay $7 for because you could sell them for $80. There's the smaller little packs out there. Now, those ones that sell for $25, $30, you know what? I'll be willing to pay up to $5 for those. But typically, I'll find the ink cartridges out there for $1 or $2. And then it's an easy flip, and you can make some good money. So fast sellers, watch out for ink cartridges. The next item, number 7, are going to be the chargers. Now, I'm not talking about a vehicle, a Dodge Charger. No, I'm talking about, that would be nice to find and flip. I'm talking about the chargers for charging batteries. The last ones that I found were for like Craftsman, Hilti. Also found some chargers made by Hoover. So for Hoover vacuums, they have the portable models. I picked up two of them, each for $1 a piece, and they're both Insta sales, sold the same day. Sold them for $20 plus shipping. So turning $1 into $20 times two, that's pretty fabulous. But watch out for chargers, because you know what? People seemingly need chargers, as well as the batteries to go on there. But batteries are usually harder to find. But usually you'll find chargers all over the place. So watch out for chargers. That's the number 7. Number 8, snow globes. If you saw one of my recent videos, I sold a Pete's Dragon Disney snow globe. Yeah, I picked it up for $10 at a garage sale and flipped it for $325. Who would have thunk it? Now, there's different kinds of snow globes out there. Obviously, Disney is a quite popular brand. People look out for that because they're super collectible. So, yeah, watch out for snow globes, especially Disney ones. Pete's Dragon snow globes, those are a huge money maker. So I'm putting that one at number 8. Now, number 9, you probably wouldn't have thought about this one, and it is a pain to ship because it is quite large. But it's the jelly tube chairs. They have lounge chairs and regular folding chairs. But for whatever reason, people love these jelly tube chairs. And we're getting in season right now where it's a little bit warmer out there. People like to lounge outside, and they want some jelly tube chairs. Now, you can usually find these at garage sales. I found them at Goodwill, and I pick them up for $1 to $5 a piece is all I'm spending. And they sell consistently for $50 a piece, plus shipping. Now, a little tougher to ship because it is quite large of a box, but hey, they're paying for the shipping, so you know what? Just find the appropriate size box or make your own box, as I like to do, and ship those off. Those are good money makers, so don't pass on the jelly tube chairs. Fantastic. Now, the last one, number 10, is going to be none other than thermostats. I find these everywhere. I find them at garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores. They're all over the place. Look for thermostats. If you can find the ones that are Wi-Fi, those are the ones that are going to make you some money. But I've been finding all kinds of thermostats all over the place. They're easy to list. They're fast sellers. You could test it as far as putting the batteries in if you don't want to hook it up to your home to see if it actually works. But every one that I've found, with the exception of one, has been a good working unit. So those typically, I find them from anywhere from $5 to $10, and those things will sell anywhere from $40 on up to $150, depending upon which kind you get. But I've been doing really good with getting the $40 to $80 range on those thermostats. So if you see a thermostat, don't be scared, pick them up. And they're pretty small. They're super easy to pack, super easy to ship. You'll like the thermostats. They're going to bring you in some good money. So that's my top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And I'm hoping that you're subscribed so I can see you on the next video.